Hi everyone. Welcome to CADview Engineering, where we explore innovative engineering designs and breakthroughs. Today, we're diving into the essential connection between FDA regulations and the design of medical devices. Whether you're a biomedical engineer, a SolidWorks enthusiast, inventor to a medical device, or just curious about how cutting-edge technology shapes healthcare, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll cover the FDA's approval process for medical devices, required documentation, and how design controls guide the journey from user needs to a market-ready medical device. We'll also discuss the latest updates for 2025, including proposed guidance documents and changes to design verification and validation requirements. Let's get started. Understanding the FDA's approval process is essential for anyone in the medical device industry. To begin, let's discuss the classification system for medical devices, which determines the regulatory pathway. Class 1 devices, these are low-risk devices like tongue depressors and electric toothbrushes. Many non-invasive Class 1 devices can be self-registered with the FDA, requiring minimal documentation and taking as little as 1 week to complete. Class 2 devices, these pose moderate risk and include items such as contact lenses, catheters, and syringes. Manufacturers must demonstrate safety and efficacy by comparing the device to a legally marketed one, known as a predicate device. The average clearance time is 6 months, though it can vary. For instance, anesthesiology devices take an average of 245 days, while toxicology devices take around 163 days. Class 3 devices, these are high-risk, invasive devices like cochlear implants and defibrillators. They require extensive scientific evidence of safety and efficacy, including clinical trials. Approval times average 8 months but can vary depending on the complexity of the device. For each class of device, the FDA mandates specific forms and documentation. Here's an overview of what you need to prepare. 510(k) Pre-market notification. For Class 2 devices, this compares the new device to an already approved device. It includes device description, bench testing results, clinical data, if applicable. Example form, FDA Form 3881, indications for use. Pre-market approval, PMA. For Class 3 devices, this requires in-depth scientific and clinical data proving the device's safety and effectiveness. It includes design specifications, clinical trial results, manufacturing processes. Example form, FDA Form 356H, application for PMA. De novo request. For novel devices, this is for devices without a predicate but considered low to moderate risk. The application includes risk analysis, summary of benefits versus risks, suggested classification. Example form, FDA Form 3601, medical device user fee cover sheet. Establishment registration and device listing. Even for self-registered Class 1 devices, you must file FDA Form 2891 for establishment registration and FDA Form 2892 for device listing. Be sure to follow the FDA's guidelines closely to avoid delays in the approval process. Now, let's look at how design controls streamline this journey. The FDA requires design controls for Class 2 and Class 3 devices to ensure they meet user needs and regulatory standards. This flowchart outlines the essential steps in the design process. User needs start by identifying what the device must achieve for its intended users. For example, a prosthetic limb must ensure durability, comfort, and realistic movement. Design input translate user needs into measurable requirements. For a syringe, this could include capacity, needle gauge, and sterilization standards. Design process, use tools like SolidWorks to create, refine, and test the design. This phase often includes CAD modeling, prototyping, and simulation to validate design feasibility. Design output, the final design package includes detailed drawings, specifications, and a bill of materials. It serves as the blueprint for manufacturing. Verification, check that the design meets the input requirements. For example, bench testing a catheter to ensure it can withstand intended pressures. Validation, confirm that the final product fulfills user needs through clinical trials or usability testing. Review and iteration, at every stage, conduct reviews to ensure compliance with FDA standards and update documentation as needed. Design verification and validation, commonly referred to as V&V, are critical components in the medical device development process. They ensure that devices not only meet design specifications but also fulfill user needs and intended uses. As of 2025, the FDA has proposed several updates to these requirements to enhance device safety and effectiveness. Alignment with international standards, the FDA is aligning its Quality System Regulation, QSR, with ISO 13485:2016, an internationally recognized standard for medical device quality management systems. This alignment aims to streamline regulatory processes and reduce compliance burdens for manufacturers operating globally. Enhanced cybersecurity measures. With the increasing integration of software in medical devices, the FDA emphasizes the importance of cybersecurity. New guidance documents are being developed to address quality system considerations and pre-market submission content related to cybersecurity in medical devices. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. For devices incorporating AI and machine learning, the FDA proposes guidance on marketing submission recommendations for a predetermined change control plan. This plan would allow manufacturers to make certain modifications to device software functions without necessitating new pre-market submissions, provided the changes are within the approved plan's scope. Staying informed about these updates is crucial for compliance and successful device development. Regularly consult the FDA's official website and consider subscribing to updates to ensure you have the latest information. SolidWorks plays a pivotal role in ensuring medical devices meet FDA requirements. On our next video we will clarify how Quality System Regulation, QSR, translates for SolidWorks drawings and compliance with regulations.